I know. You're reading the thumbnail and you're saying to yourself, wow, this guy's an asshole. But just let me explain. Captain Marvel needs to fail critically, but succeed financially. And I say that because financially, I want this movie to make $1 billion so that we could put to rest the whole notion that we live in a sexist country, which, you know what, there are sexist people out there. But it's kind of messed up to say that every male is sexist because I'm certainly not. I just did a review about how much I loved Alita Battle Angel. I loved Wonder Woman. I saw Tomb Raider twice, the new one. I loved Alice in the Resident Evil movies, even though those movies sucked. And listen, I can go on and on about strong female leads. That's one of the reasons why I love the Fast and Furious franchise, because it's diverse and you have strong female characters and strong male characters fucking shit up together. I really do believe in equality and I'm all for feminism. I talk about it with my girlfriend all the time. She is very involved in feminism and she wants equality with women and she hates that men are treated differently. Listen, I can go on and on. My point being is there are two sides to feminism. There are two different types of feminism supporters. There are the types of feminists that want equality, and I am so fucking supportive of that. Completely 110% back that, whatever. Then there's the other part of feminism that is women are better than men and they can't do half the shit that we can do. And those are the feminists that I don't like because I don't believe that anybody's better than anybody. I believe that we are all equal, and that is how movies should be depicted. I don't think there should be movies where, you know, people are like, fuck men, or I don't think there are movies where men should be like, fuck women, we're better, because it's fucked up and it's sexist. Unfortunately, the new Marvel movie coming out, Captain Marvel, is not heading in a good direction. This movie was projected to make $180 million, and since Brie Larson has decided to make some rude remarks, this movie has dropped to $100 million projection. Now, I know you're saying $100 million off the bat is incredible, and it is. But to drop from 180 to $180 million drop off is a problem, and it's because she keeps going around making these feminist remarks. She's going on interviews with people saying that she wishes that she wouldn't have to interview with male interviewees and she'd rather be all women because that's not the demographic she's trying to reach, which is total bullshit because you should try to reach everybody. You want everybody to love your movie, not just women. You are not making this movie for women. You are making this movie for anyone that needs somebody to look up to. You are trying to be a hero for everybody. When you appeal to one half of the world, it is not good. When you appeal to just one specific demographic, that is not good. You need to appeal to everybody. You need everybody to love you. I don't want to go into a movie where the entire time Captain Marvel's walking around like, oh, I'll never send a man to do a woman's job. It's like, you're supposed to be equal. The reason why, Captain Marvel is supposed to usher in the new era of superheroes after Phase 3 or Phase 4 comes to a close. She's going to be the new Iron Man, and she's going to recruit all the new heroes that come into Avengers 5. And I don't want her as the fucking leader because she's sexist. Not only is Captain Marvel sexist in their depiction of her, but Brie Larson is very anti-man, and it is really aggravating because she is going to be the leader of this franchise. The reason why Captain America is the leader as opposed to Thor or anybody else is because Thor is cocky and he thinks he's better than people. And Captain America, he's all about fairness to all. He doesn't look at anybody on the team, even Scarlett Johansson's character, Black Widow or Hawkeye, he doesn't look at them and go, I'm better than you. He looks at them as a partner that he needs to get shit done. And we all know that Captain America is better than Hawkeye and Black Widow. But he's not walking around rubbing it in people's faces that he's the best. He is the leader because he understands equality, he understands fairness, and he treats everybody equally. He has a kind heart. He's not a sarcastic asshole. He's just very pure, and he just wants what's best for everybody. But when you try to make a superhero that only wants what's best for women, how are little boys supposed to go to this movie and look up to you? How are little boys supposed to go and relate to you when you're appealing to one demographic? I think that Brie Larson sucks. I really do. She was meh in King Kong. She was great in the movie that she won an Oscar for. I liked her in that. But ever since then, she's been very, she thinks her shit don't stink. She wants an all-female led Marvel movie, which is fine. You want an all-female team Avengers movie, I'll be first in line to buy my fucking ticket. But that movie needs to be made with a reason as into why it's all females. You can't just do it for it to be a feminist propaganda piece. Like, there needs to be a reason why it's just all females. And if it's a good reason and I show up, whatever. I don't need men in the movie to, you know, satisfy my needs. I could watch a whole bunch of girls go and kick ass, but I don't want to go and watch a movie where they're kicking ass because they think that the guys can't handle it. One of the reasons why I hated the new Ghostbusters movie wasn't because I thought it was a bad movie, or, well, wasn't because I thought the script was bad, or like their adventure was bad, or the performances were bad. I hated it because the entire movie was them dissing men and talking about how they're better than men and how like all men are stupid. Like, every single male in that movie was an asshole, a scumbag, or stupid. And it was just, it's hard for me to sit there and enjoy something where who I am is getting dissed. Like, they're pretty much, the whole movie is pretty much girls are better. And I don't like that. And I wouldn't like that from like a movie with men treating women the same way, because it's just not right. I believe that everyone should be created equally. So I think this movie needs to fail critically and succeed financially, so we could put that notion to rest that people don't care about female-led movies. But I hope that it gets such a horrible fucking Rotten Tomatoes score, I'm talking about like 5%, that Marvel looks at it and goes, we need to change her character traits, make her motives different, and make her not so women are better, men are stupid. This isn't third grade. It's not, you know, it's no boys are icky. It's none of that shit. She's going to be the leader of the Avengers, and she needs to act more like a leader and less like an annoying feminist. That's all I'm saying. I'm sure I'm going to get a bunch of hate in this, but I'm really making this video because I want this movie to do good, and I want it to get good reviews, and I want to love Captain Marvel, and I want to love Brie Larson in the role, but I can't when everything that comes out of her mouth is so anti-man, because it's just not right. Like, there are men in the world that are excited to see this character come to life, and not everyone is sexist, and you can't push an entire gender away just to please the other. Like, that's not good propaganda. You're going to lose a lot of money, and no one's going to like you in the role. There are apparently already trolls on the internet spamming negative reviews on Rotten Tomatoes to try and derail this movie, which it's working because you lost $80 million before the movie even came out. So, newsflash, Marvel, stop writing this like a fucking idiot and just make it more fair. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. How do you feel about Captain Marvel and its 80 million loss? How do you feel about Brie Larson kind of just being rude to males in general? And what do you think the reviews are going to be like when they come out? Let's talk about it down below. And as always, I'll catch you next time.